This is Tony and Susan Alamo, coming to you from the Grand Ole Opry House in Nashville, Tennessee.
Hello there, Tony and Susan Alamo, and we would like to spend the next half hour with you. So would you just please stay tuned this way and let us share with you in gospel song and a message about Jesus Christ or conversation about the things of God. And there isn't really any better way that you could spend the next half hour. So will you please stay with us? And now Tony Alamo to sing Consideration with D Sumner and the Stamps Quartet.
I have no one to which I run, only the Lord, whom I can turn, Lord, in your blessed consideration, consider me, oh Lord, consider me, tide rolling high, billows defy, Lord, hear my plea, don't pass me by, Lord, when you smile on creation, consider me, oh Lord, consider me. Mad winds may blow, mad breakers roar, they beat on every side. Oh, one thing I know, and to be sure, in thee my soul can hide. When I'm alone, without a home, friends and my loved ones, all are gone. Lord, when you give out heaven's reservation, consider me, oh Lord, consider me. Lightning may flash, wild waves may dash, the tempest raging high, send from above, whispers of love, attend my feeble cry. The day will come, life will be done, Lord, in your presence, let me be one, Lord, when you give out heaven's reservation, consider me, oh Lord, consider me.
This gospel song was Consideration with Tony Alamo, D Sumner, and the Stamps Quartet from a brand new gospel album, and there are really some very, very good selections on this album. And if you would like to have it mailed to you, would you please write to Tony and Susan Alamo, Post Office Box 398, Alma, Arkansas. That's Tony and Susan Alamo, Post Office Box 398, Alma, Arkansas. Send $5 for albums and $6 for tapes. And again, that's Tony and Susan Alamo, Post Office Box 398, Alma, Arkansas. And another selection from this album is How Long Has It Been?
since you talked with the Lord and told him your heart's hidden secrets. How long since you prayed? How long since you stayed on your knees till the light shone through? How long has it been since your mind felt at ease? How long since your heart knew no burden? And you call him your friend. How long has it been since you knew that he cared for you? How long has it been since you knelt by your bed and prayed to the Lord up in heaven? How long since you knew that he'd answer you and would keep you the long night through? How long has it been since you woke with the dawn and felt that the day is worth living? Can you call him your friend? How long has it been since you knew that he cared for you? Can you call him your friend? How long has it been since you knew that he cared for you?
For albums and tapes, write to Tony and Susan Alamo, Post Office Box 398, Alma, Arkansas. Tony and Susan Alamo, Post Office Box 398, Alma, Arkansas. Albums are $5 and tapes are $6.
Well, hello there, Dolly baby.
Hi, Tony Alamo.
Are you kind of surprised to see me here?
Yes, I'm surprised to see you here.
Why?
Well, you just rush up and do your song and then just come right down. And
Right.
Tony Alamo, do you know that in New York or California, it's Alamo. In the South, it's Alamo. So when you learn that you can't win, well, then you just become Alamo.
You join them.
You just join them, yeah.
Right.
So everything is fine that way. Are you happy today?
I'm happy in Jesus.
You're happy in Jesus?
Are you happy today?
Yeah, I love your new album.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it wasn't for you, it would never have come to pass.
Well, why? Because of me.
Because you just are a little
Because I
forceful.
made you sing gospel songs?
Yes,
But now you like to sing gospel songs.
yes, I do.
Did you enjoy doing the album with J.D. and
Oh,
Stamp?
we had such a lot of fun. Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, it was really a lot of fun. Those boys are really good Christians, and every once in a while all of you would be dancing around, just really having a good time while you was doing them.
Yes, it was, especially in the city where the Lamb is light.
Yeah. Oh, they liked that one so much. They thought it was a brand new song. They didn't realize that I had got it out of an old song book, and that the song was years old, but I don't think anyone even remembers. I don't think anyone recognized it from before, so they thought it was a brand new song. So they're going to record that now by themselves
on their next
on
album.
their next album, In the City Where the Lamb is the Light. That'll make Miss Broyles feel good down in Arkansas, that sent up
Yes.
the old song book for us to take selections from.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as we think about it and we think about this past 10 years, it's been a rough one, but it's been the best 10 years of our lives, hasn't it?
Yes, it has been the very best of mine. We've been together. We've won a lot of souls to the Lord, and we're still out there
Still out there swinging.
giving it to the old boy.
Yeah. He's still
Well, that's
giving
what
it
he
to
needs.
us.
That's what he
and
needs.
he's still giving it to us.
Yes, but he who is in us is
He
much
don't
stronger.
know that the fight has already been won.
That's right.
It was won at Calvary.
So
Now,
remember,
we keep trying to tell him that, and one of these days he's really going to understand that we really know what we're talking about, isn't he?
that's right, because on the other side we're going to just sit there,
Yeah,
And-
once all over.
just like Jesus. From that, next time, Pilate's going to be standing in front of Jesus instead
That's
of Jesus standing in
right.
front of Pilate.
Oh, that's beautiful. What a beautiful thought. That's right.
Yeah.
The next time Pilate, Jesus will be his governor. He'll
Amen.
be his king. So things are going to get kind of turned around on the other side, aren't they? Not going to be like they were here. But you know, Tony, with all the problems and everything that we've had, been the greatest 10 years of both of our lives.
That's
The
right.
most rewarding. There isn't anything in this world that we ever could have done. You know, a lot of times I look down at the faces of just groups, you know, large groups of young people. I look at them and I think, now, if we had failed, could you imagine what the fate of most of them would have been in the condition they were at that time? They would have died from drug addiction. They would have spent their life probably in prison, or a big portion of their life, or been dead. It doesn't make any difference what has happened. It's been the most rewarding. There's anything in the world. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Me either. You know, the thing that always gets me is before I became a Christian, I made a lot of money, and I wouldn't give anybody a dime. And I was a real wild person, but I was a real good guy to everybody.
Everybody
And now when
liked
we
you.
turn everything over to the gospel,
Give everything you've got to God, you're a bad guy.
oh, I'm a real bad guy. I can't.
Yeah, do you know
flip a
that you
switch.
notice that out in the world? You know that people are always saying, "Oh, isn't he a beautiful person? And isn't she a beautiful person?"
Mm-hmm.
And in reality, they wouldn't do anything for anybody unless there was some reason for themselves, some profit, or they had some reason that they were doing it. But then people can just give their very all, give their life. You know, just actually give their life. I gave my life and knew that I was giving it. But then they're bad guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, the real beautiful people, you can always tell how beautiful they are when you start telling them about truth and reality. About
When you start telling them about Jesus, then
Amen.
you realize that you've got a devil on your hands. They're not as beautiful as,
some of the grandmothers are not as sweet.
yeah, some of the little old grandmothers are not as sweet. I'll tell you, the ones that are unsaved, the ones that don't know Christ, you can't believe it. They look so little and so pathetic, and you start telling them about Jesus Christ, and of course, the longer a person lives and the more they reject God, the harder the heart, and the harder they are to deal with. And I'll tell you, I've seen some of them that were absolutely unbelievable. You'd look at them, you couldn't believe what you was seeing or hearing. It's a dangerous thing for people to spend their lives and not make peace with God, because too much of a chance when people get older. I'm so glad that we have put in the years that we have before God, because it doesn't make any difference what comes or what goes. Nothing upon the face of this earth can ever undo what we have done on this side of eternity. It's already been sealed in to the other side.
That's the only thing that people can do that really mean anything is what they do for Jesus, isn't it?
That's right. There isn't anything else that counts. There isn't anything else that's lasting. There isn't anything else that really is of any effect. So it doesn't make any difference what your problems are. You're so much better off to pick up the cross and to follow Him. But you know, Tony, you were talking about how that before you were a Christian, and how everybody'd say that you was a nice guy and you wouldn't have done anything for anyone. As a matter of fact, quite the contrary.
Right.
You would have done pretty bad for them if you had got any kind of a chance at them.
That's right.
And
Thank you, Jesus, for
you admit it very openly.
Amen.
But
I'm a new creature.
Amen.